Checking the time right now at 7:34 in our economy. There's a government watchdog group called OpenTheBooks.com that found two large nonprofit hospitals in Nashville are seeing rather large asset or revenue increases, and they're paying their executives millions. This comes at the same time that 100 million Americans are struggling with medical debt. So we're joined live right now by Rachel O'Brien to talk more about these hospitals. Which ones are they, Rachel?
So as you mentioned, the 100 million Americans in medical debt, the average family paid about $22,000 in 2022 just in health insurance premiums. So we know that healthcare is expensive. This is as nonprofit hospitals see their revenues increasing. As you mentioned, they pay their executives millions of dollars. So we looked at the two largest nonprofits in Nashville. That's Vanderbilt University Medical Center and Ascension Health, which owns the two St. Thomas hospitals in Nashville. But all of those hospital systems, both the hospital systems rather, are nonprofit.
And so how much of an increase did they see in their assets after the pandemic?
Right, so we looked at their net assets. That gives us a good understanding of their overall finances. Both systems had an increase. Vanderbilt's net assets grew from $1.2 billion in 2019 before the pandemic began to $1.9 billion in 2020. That's a growth of $700 million during the pandemic. Ascension, which is a large network of hospitals across the country, again, they own the two St. Thomas hospitals in Nashville. Their assets grew from before the pandemic in 2019, $23.5 billion to $27 billion in 2022. That's a growth of $3.5 billion. And again, the reason we're highlighting this is because these hospitals are nonprofit, but that doesn't mean they don't make money, and it doesn't mean they don't pay their executives well.
Well, and to that point, how much are the executives getting paid, Rachel?
Right. So Vanderbilt's president and CEO of the hospital system, he made a combined $3.5 million in 2020. Those were the most recent salary figures we could find from their tax forms. They didn't respond to our questions about updated figures.
Okay.
Other Vanderbilt officers made between $1 million and $2.7 million. St. Thomas's president and CEO, Timothy Adams, he was recently promoted in January to actually a position at Ascension, their owner. He was made an executive there. But at the hospital, he made $1.8 million in 2021. Looking at Ascension overall, that whole network, their CEO made $13 million in 2021.
All right. If you want to see more on this OpenTheBooks.com report, you can head to our website, Fox17.com. Rachel, thanks for your time today.